Hey everybody, it's Jane Johnston with the Bar Hill Group at Remax Close, host of Vancouver Island Time and Community Talks daily during the week at 4:30. Today I'm here with Avery Brohman of the Victoria Hospital Foundation. Welcome.
Hi, Jane.
How's it going?
It's going well. It's Friday. How are you?
I don't get Fridays.
I don't either.
I'm doing well. So you're the executive director of the Victoria Hospital Foundation, right?
Yes.
So you've been with the foundation for a year, but you just recently got appointed into that position formally.
Yeah, I've been with the foundation for 2 years. Believe it or not, we've known each other for 2 years, Jane. So I won't take that personally. But yes, I was in an acting position for the past year and was recently appointed right before COVID. So it's been a really inspiring and intense journey. That's for sure.
Well, it's nice that you had time before this all hit, right? Like, can you imagine just coming into it right now and not knowing your team?
No, I couldn't. And I will say that the team that I work alongside are exceptional people. And we have embraced a lot over the past few years. We've grown quite a bit. And the team that we've had in place for the past year has been one that I'm very grateful for taking this journey with.
Awesome. So how are you guys coping? What are you and your team doing?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for asking. We're all remote working right now. We deployed a remote work environment around mid-March. We are located on a hospital campus, so naturally, under the guidelines and advice of Island Health, we work from home and we ensured as much physical distancing as we could, and we've still continued that. This is my husband and dog. I'm live. Oh, my dog. But we're doing really well. You know, it has been very intense, but everyone at the foundation works for the foundation because they care so deeply about our hospitals and our care teams. And when anything is impacting them, we're there to help. And we've worked so closely with Island Health and have been doing so for so many years. So naturally, our instinct was, what can we do to help? And we took the journey with them. No day has looked the same for us. We have we've definitely been working around the clock, and every priority that they need, we try to make, ourselves available to them and meet those priorities. And furthermore, which I'll talk about a little later, is we're going through a very ambitious campaign, and we're working really hard to let the community know all of the ways that they can help, not only our front line, but our executive teams and the future of healthcare right now. So it's a very exciting time. I won't say the team is tired, but I know that they're embracing the slow wave before the second wave hits.
Right. So what are you raising money for right now?
So we are expanding critical care. That's what we're doing. We are adding 8 beds to our ICU at Royal Jubilee. We are putting the first high acuity in place that this island has had. So a high acuity unit is a step up from a general ward. And I don't want to say step down, but it is similar to the critical care that someone would receive in the ICU. However, it's more not one-on-one care support, it's 2-on-1. But when you're in a general ward, sometimes it's 6-on-1, 8-on-1. So it's very it's intense care that we need here. And we know during influenza season and when COVID-19 was in our hospitals, we were at capacity. So before a second wave hits, we need to ensure that we can get a high acuity unit in place at both hospitals. There will be interim units, but for Royal Jubilee in particular, we need one for the future. So we embarked a very ambitious campaign to raise $7 million. This happened about 8 weeks ago. Since then, we've raised $500,000. A long way to go, but we've got some great initiatives coming up and community partners that we know are going to step up and truly be our hero that the community needs.
Right. So I mean, I'm not a nurse, obviously. No. I've seen what happens in the hospitals and the care, and it's my father was in with heart issues, and they really are, they're like technicians, right? They've got everybody dialed in. Jennifer Camp just wanted to share. Thank you for all you do. That's nice.
It's not us, it's the community. We just help steward the generosity.
So, so you mentioned you started a new campaign. Have you had to alter the way that you're doing the fundraising now? I mean, obviously you can't go and hold events, so.
Absolutely, yeah, everything is hybrid. We are completely digital right now, and I can't thank our care teams enough for helping us with this journey. It's new for everyone, but typically we would like to meet our community and our donors in our hospital, in our office setting, take them tours, let them see equipment themselves, and really that transparency, what they are going to get from giving a gift to the hospital's foundation. And we haven't been able to do that, but our physicians and our care teams are going behind the scenes with iPhones. They're doing virtual Q&As. We're doing our visions recognition event in a few weeks behind the scenes, and that is going to be really interesting as well. Of course, Visions, our signature gala, it's our 30th year this year, and now more than ever we need to support our hospitals. No doubt it's not going to look the same. It's not going to be in the Fairmont Ballroom. Last year we raised $1 million. We're hoping we can do that again and really inspire giving, but it's going to be a virtual reality for us. It's a virtual setting. So I don't know how that will look, but I do know how generous this community is, and they've been behind us all the way. And in addition to that, we've got some really neat third-party events, events that are put on by volunteers in our community, people that have the most generous hearts, and we've done those virtually as well. So right now, 5 days ago, we launched the Uplands Heart Health Tournament. And that is an opportunity for everyone in the community to support it. So they can make a donation online, and you see the ball actually get to the hole. We're on the 5th hole now. We've raised $25,000. We have a $100,000 goal. We've got new sponsors coming. Peninsula Co-op has come back as our lead sponsor, and they know that they're not going to get, the promotion or placement in person, but they didn't care. They wanted to do the right thing. And perhaps the virtual placement is even better, but we've just seen this community rally in so many ways behind us. And the other thing that we're doing too is people can make a donation directly to a care team. We have a Caring Spirit Award. We've also been accepting messages. So we can appreciate that this time is hard for many people. People have lost jobs. Businesses are now, thank God, reopening. But it looked a little grim for a while there. And we wanted to create something that people could give back, but it didn't have to be through a donation. And it's truly a donation of words. So we've compiled hundreds of messages that we're ensuring our care teams receive from the community too. And that's been truly inspiring to be part of, and to really harness that message that needs to be heard. And sometimes a donation isn't, what the community can do. It's banging your pots and pans at 7 p.m. It's writing a beautiful note that the nurse on the front line is going to receive. So this has looked very different these past few months, but I would not take it back, and it truly has been a gift to be able to be part of.
So I'm guessing the care workers get pretty emotional when they hear the support. Is that right?
Absolutely. I know that they feel very inspired by our community. We receive thank you letters. We receive thank yous through social media. The engagement online has been extremely inspiring. And yeah, they know that our community's behind them. We've had a great success story here on the island. Today it was announced we have no COVID-19 patients in our hospitals. There's a reason for that. Not only did our community come together and do the right thing, but the work in our hospitals is leading edge. It truly is. Everyone came together to ensure the safety and health of our island. And our care teams should be put on a pedestal all the time. But for me, that 7 p.m. cheer with or without COVID should continue, because these are the true heroes in our community that are putting their health and wellness before anyone else's. So yes, they certainly have heard it. And I do hope that as we embark our second wave, because we know it's inevitable, we will continue to see that generosity.
Well, one thing I think Dr. Bonnie Henry said early on was if we physically distance well from now on, that it'll seem like we did it for nothing because it worked. If we don't do it, then we'll have just devastation like they had in New York. So important. And I think we tend to minimize things that we're familiar with. Now we're getting to a point where it's kind of getting old. I know I have teenagers, they want to get out, and we're trying to be responsible and limiting contact, but it's hard. People are social creatures, right? So
we are, but I guess for me, I'd like to say, do it for them, do it for the front line. You don't see our care teams going out. Just this morning I was talking to someone and they're enjoying their backyard. It's the year of the garden. We should be supporting small businesses in every single way we can, whether that's takeout. And if we are going into businesses, really, truly practicing social distancing and being very safe. But, it's in our own hands. And what we choose to do is going to be the risk that the hospital will take.
Yes. And so somebody had a quote, it was on CBC the other day. What do you do all day? And this woman, she has young kids. She's a comedian in Toronto. She goes, well, I go into the backyard and I stare into the middle distance. And I could just see that happening. But I'm also finding there's, people are maybe getting a little more conscientious about their health as well, and taking care of family and taking advantage of time that they can spend with one another. Okay, so we have a target campaign of, what is it now? What did you say?
$7 million to build the island's first high acuity unit.
Okay, and we're at 500,000. So what events do we have coming up? So Visions, I know that you have a group of people working together to try and come up with practical and fun ways to deal with the fundraising opportunity we won't be able to have. What else are you doing? What other?
We should highlight you in that group of people. You are on the Vision Steering Committee, and I want to thank you so much. Your ideas are always amazing to harness. But Visions is moving up this year. So we typically have Visions every November, and we need to do it a lot sooner because we need to raise the money sooner. So we will be hosting a virtual Visions at the end of August. Our date will be announced next week. So please stay tuned to Victoria Hospitals Foundation's social media channels. We'll do a big announcement. We've got some sponsors that are going to support us do this really unique event. And if I could speak about Visions just a little bit, because that truly will bring in some of the revenue that we need for the $7 million campaign, in addition to our generous community through individual giving and the corporate giving structure. But Visions is going to bring elegance to our homes this year. So everyone is going to have a signature box that will have our your food from the Fairmont, wine selection that you choose, our signature bear raffle. So there's going to be some amazing prizes, some opportunities for really unique add-ons. You're going to get your flower arrangement that you can put on your centerpiece for your table. And we'll even get a photographer at your door. It can be a family event this year. There's going to be really great entertainment. And there will also be some keynote speakers from people that truly have fought, for our community, and they are the front line, and they are the reason that our community is so safe right now. And they are also going to be the ones that will be working in the new high acuity unit. So we're bringing reality to our homes, and there's going to be a really unique, inspiring opportunity for everyone to be involved this year. Vision sells out every single year, but this is an opportunity that people will have that we will not sell out because we are willing to go the extra mile, and any home in the Victoria area that would like to join Visions can this year.
I know, I'm so excited actually. And some of the ideas floating around are really cool. I really love the idea of the photographer.
Yeah.
I think there is a, what's it called? The Front Steps project or something right now that's online, which I think would be a great idea. So how can, other than attending the Visions event, how can the public get involved? How can we help you? What do you need from us?
Thank you. We need to continue to spread the word. Our social media channel, we just shared a video where you can see our care teams behind the scenes caring for our critically ill patients. And these are the care teams that are going to be in a high acuity in no time. So spreading the word truly helps us. Engaging with us through social media and sharing with your friends. Emails, if you receive them, please, continue to forward them to your peers, any of your friends, colleagues, family. Making donations simply do help. So many people think, what a big goal. What is my donation going to do? And our communications team very cleverly did the math. And if everyone on the island gave $10, we would complete this campaign in a heartbeat. Every little bit counts. Becoming a monthly donor counts. It helps us financially forecast for the future. And also volunteering. Volunteering is a great way to become involved. We want our volunteers to help us advocate and spread awareness. So that's also another way to give. There are so many ways to give. Our website is a very great resource for this community to come together and support our hospitals.
So when you're saying $10, that's $10 per person?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. So, and you're also on Instagram. I'm seeing you guys. So what's your Instagram handle?
Our Vic Hospitals.
So I think maybe if people started sharing your posts, that would be a good idea, right?
Absolutely, that would help us. And I don't think that the public has, the general public has an awareness of what we truly do. Outside a pandemic, we're the reason that there's 40% of the new equipment in the hospitals. I shouldn't say we're the reason. We definitely help steward the gift, but the community's the reason. We give this platform an opportunity for the generous individuals in our community to give back to healthcare. A lot of people ask, well, why isn't government supporting? Well, government is supporting, but if we relied on them and them alone, we wouldn't have all of the new tools, the innovation, the technology that we need. So, we have world-class hospitals in our community. For the size of the community that we have, we truly live in a very unique place. Right. World-renowned hospitals. To retain the best and brightest staff, you need to give them the best and brightest tools. So we do that. And every single year, our community comes through. They trust us. They know that Island Health is going to give us a key priority and a greatest need. And we help leverage that message, and we tell authentic stories. Our website and our social media channels have so many beautiful and powerful stories about patients and doctors that are in our backyard, right here in our community. So if we can just initiate, the community to give where they live, truly there's no better place, in my opinion, than the local hospitals, and especially right now.
I really like that saying, give where you live, every little bit counts. Mm-hmm. Let's all donate $10. We can do that, right?
Yeah, we can.
I think it actually makes a very important point. We don't need to donate $1 million off the bat. We don't need to donate, $200, $10. That's all it takes. Maybe we need a telethon.
I think we do. I think that might be something nice to embark in the fall, for sure.
Yeah, that would be a great idea, actually. Yeah, okay, so we'll work on that. Okay. So Carolyn is saying, love the bears, great way to engage in fundraising. They make great gifts. Explain to kids where they were bought and why.
Oh, right.
How long have you been doing the bears for?
obviously before my time, the bear raffle is one of our signature event specials, are the way that we truly engage our guests to give back and also have an opportunity to win a prize. This year, we are going to be giving away travel prizes. So trips on the island, of course, we are thinking local and we need to remain on our island. So Peggy Ellen, generous donor of ours, have gifted us with several condos here on Vancouver Island and actually on the mainland as well. I think Whistler's in there. And guests have the opportunity to grab a bear, but they also have an opportunity to have that bear go to our NICU and PICU. So our neonatal intensive care unit and our pediatric intensive care unit. So they have the opportunity to give bears to the critically ill, tiniest patients, the most fragile patients on Vancouver Island, have the opportunity to cuddle a bear and make their experience in the hospital a little bit better. Oftentimes we see our guests buy 2 raffle tickets so they can keep one bear and collect it over the years and then give a bear back to the hospital, and it's very special.
That's awesome. Well, I will buy a bear. And how much are they? They're $100.
Yeah, $100. So this year our guests are going to have a little bit like a wedding checklist. They're going to check off what they want, and their box will arrive. And if you'd like an opportunity to have a bear, you're going to have to check that box. And I don't know how many we should buy. What do you think? How many bears do you think? Well, last year we sold 170 bears.
Okay, I'm thinking 300. That's the number that's coming to mind.
Well, you're on the committee, so take that forward.
Okay, so how do people, so the announcement for Visions is coming out next week, and how do people register for that? Where do they go?
They will visit our website, so victoriahf.ca, and we have a Visions section. Visions actually has its own web page.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to re-release this next week.
Sure.
So tell me when it comes up, and we'll do that. Okay, so thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate it, Avery.
Thank you.
So let's just build on that. Give where you live. Every little bit counts. If we all donate $10 to the Victoria Hospital Foundation, we can raise $7 million. We can do it, you guys. And don't forget to register for the Visions. What are we calling it? Is it a gala or?
I think it's virtual Visions this year. I'm not sure. I shouldn't say anything, or else our marketing and communications team will slap me. But yeah, it's a virtual Visions that is going to bring elegance into your home.
Okay, so check out their website next week, victoriahf.ca, and buy a teddy bear. Thank you.
To thank you, because I want to say, outside of the philanthropy and the volunteering you do, it's so special that you are highlighting small businesses right now. Without small businesses, the charities that you're talking to wouldn't exist. We rely on them heavily. This year, we know we can't ask them for the same, but we want them to take the journey with us. So naturally, our work will look a little bit different. But thank you for doing that, because building local and ensuring our businesses are healthy too is a huge. It's a reason we all thrive. So thanks for all that you're doing.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Happy to help. Okay. Yami says, Yami is from California. She's been watching us daily. Thank you, Yami. Anybody else is interested? You don't have to live in Victoria to donate. So please, if you can, reach into your pocket. It'll go to a good cause. Have a great day. Have a great weekend.
You too.
We'll see you Monday at 4:30. Take care, everybody.